Hello friends, I am HBK. Welcome to Internationalleaks. Today we will discuss Kazakhstan current situation, Xi Jinping message to Kazakh president, US reply to CSTO and Russia, and announcement of formation of the Kazakh Liberation Front that was to fight the forces of CSTO and the current Kazakhstan president. Let's find out. The head of East Kazakhstan region, Daniel Akhadmetev, says an anti-terrorist operation is underway in Seme. The situation in the city is stabilizing. In several cities in Kazakhstan, residents are asked over loudspeakers not to leave their homes after 11 p.m. Kazakhstan's president says Almaty faced at least 6 waves of terrorists communicated in foreign language. The former head of Kazakhstan Domestic Intelligence Agency, Karim Masimov, has been detained on suspicion of high treason. The National Security Committee, or KNB, says after he was fired amid violent protests. In short, Kazakhstan detains former security chief for treason. United States authorizes non-emergency consulate employees to leave Kazakhstan. Non-emergency consulate employees and family members, those working for the US Consulate General in Kazakhstan, are authorized to leave the country, State Department says, as President rejects call for talk with protesters. United States Secretary of State Blinken wants Kazakhstan. Blinken says, I think one lesson in recent history is that once Russians are in your house, it's something very difficult to get them leave. Chinese President Xi Jinping has sent message to his counterpart in Kazakhstan saying China opposes any attempts by foreign forces to stir up trouble in the country. China was willing to support the country's efforts to resolve the crisis. The first plane will fly from Aktau airport to Nur Sultan in evening. The flight will take passengers stuck at the airport to the capital. Kremlin says Putin discussed situation in Kazakhstan with president and other leaders in CSTO. Israel says one its citizens killed in Kazakhstan riots. In Tashkent, police fired at a car. According to the locals, the driver of the car was drunk and ignored the traffic controllers' ban on travel along the route of motorcycle of the President of Republic. According to the sources, the port of Aktau was taken under protection by the forces of the 114th Separate Guards Battalion of the Marines of the Caspian Flotilla of the Russian Navy and units of the Senate Special Forces Center of the RF Armed Forces involved in the CSTO peacekeeping operation have taken under the protection of presidential residence in Nur Sultan. Police officers detained 11 organizers of mass riots in October region. Kazakh president declared January 10 a day of national mourning in Kazakhstan in the memory of victims of the riots. A resident of Aktau on the decision to end the rally now unblock the roads and restore order in the square. Now security officers fully control the situation in October. In total, 4,404 people were detained in Kazakhstan for participating in riots. Kazakh president talks with Putin, says hotbeds of terrorism persist throughout Kazakhstan. A decisive struggle against them continues. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson says journalists in Kazakhstan have been targeted by rioters over the last week, but CSTO has not even addressed these attacks. Some residents treat police officers on duty on the streets with hot meals and tea. News are coming. Kazakh president dismissed the Deputy Secretary of the Security Council of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Many gang leaders are behind the riots and arson attacks in Kazakhstan. Several are arrested. One of them is Arman, nicknamed Dicky Wild, who had returned from Turkey to run the riots. He is a member of Grave Wars terrorist organization. According to the sources, several attackers shot by the police. The police repelled a violent attack and storming of the city center, radio and television tower, and the checkpoints of the Kazakh police. The protesters have now support of some ex-military officers and soldiers who are fighting against the Kazakh army and police. Kazakh president says we were subjected to armed aggression by terrorists trained abroad and we must kill them. Germany now stopped defense industry export to Kazakhstan after violent protest erupted in Kazakhstan. An anti-terrorist operation is underway in East Kazakhstan, says head of the region. In Almaty, a 4-year-old girl killed in Almaty. Almaty airport will not work until 10 January. According to the report, 920 business facilities were affected in 10 regions of Kazakhstan. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko held a telephone conversation with the first president of Kazakhstan, Nur Sultan, discussed in the state of affairs in Kazakhstan. Units of Russian airborne forces involved in the CSTO peacekeeping operation in Kazakhstan are preparing to be loaded onto aircrafts. Operation headquarters for the anti-terrorist operation in Almaty. It is reported that at the moment 4,266 individuals have been detained throughout the country, including foreign citizens. CIS secretary says rioters were prepared for uprising in Kazakhstan, had foreign support. Rioters in Kazakhstan prepared for mass rallies in advance to destabilize the country and had foreign support. These provocations, guides and sponsors of so-called color revolutions. According to the local media, heavy clashes reported in Almaty suburb along Bishkek-bound highway. One died in unrest in Kazakhstan. At Tiru region, 49 injured. Russian Foreign Ministry receives hundreds of evacuation requests from the citizens in Kazakhstan. The Department of the Situational Crisis Center of the Russian Foreign Ministry said that it had received several hundred requests from the Russians for evacuation. Now Turkey is ready to provide all kinds of assistance and support to Kazakhstan to bring the situation with the riots under control. The amount of damage from unrest in Kazakhstan as of January 8, the damage is $202 million. The Ministry of Emergencies say 10 firefighters injured in riots. Rescuers continue to receive threats. The rioters fired and threw stones at firemen. The call center received 1,622 calls with various complaints, of which 937 were related to looting. Ministry of Internal Affairs of Kazakhstan informs about the detention of foreign citizens. 4,466 people were detained by the police. In many villages, several units of machine guns and pistols are being found. Detention are still underway. On Friday, January 7, 2022, it was announced the formation of the Kazakh Liberation Front that was to fight the forces of Collective Security Treaty Organization CSTO and the current president. Antony Blinken warns Kazakhstan will find it difficult for Russian troops to leave. Antony Blinken says Russia is behind the violence and instability in countries such as Ukraine and Syria. For more updates, subscribe our channel International Leaks. Thanks for watching.